McKenna Slavic, setter from Clemson. McKenna, you come into Clemson, start your freshman year, but what I really want to know is through those high school years, how did you stay that determined to make it to where you are now?
Well, I had a lot of people pushing me, like my coaches and everything. And one of the main things was my older sister. She's a year older than me. So she's also a setter. And I'd always look up to her and try and like get better than her and like stuff like that, like outwork her. So then like I could, And then also there's my mom. She played college volleyball too, way back in the day. I've always looked up to her and knew right when I was younger that I wanted to follow in her footsteps and play college volleyball somewhere. So there was always that in the back of my mind pushing me to like keep going. I just like to try and be the best that I can be. And so whenever I'm in the gym, I'm really competitive. So sometimes it's a little like bad because I get competitive with myself. And so it can be a little hard on myself sometimes. But for the most part, it's helped me a lot because I'll look at someone next to me and be like, okay, they did that, I can do it better. And just like keep going like with that.
And starting at Clemson, your freshman year, what is a big lesson you've learned through that first year?
Definitely, like I just said before, not to be so hard on myself because things take time, like it's a process. And especially because we're trying to build up our program, there were a lot of times where I could find it easy to get down on myself or something, or like think things were my fault. But I have great coaches that tell me, it's fine, you're good, like keep going, like we love what you're doing, we love that you're here, and that helps me a lot. So yeah, that was honestly the biggest thing to overcome.
Yeah, letting go of mistakes. And that does take time and it take maturity when you're such a perfectionist and you want to, like you hit the spot, you hit that middle when you're off, you do a great job running an offense.
Thank you.
So you're a young player, you're a young player, but you're experienced in the game. You've been playing it for so many years. What qualities do you have that you think are good leadership qualities?
That's a good question. See, I mean, throughout my high school years and everything, I know like I was picked a lot to be captain. Like when I was a freshman on the sophomore team in high school, they picked me as a captain, like the team voted. And I was actually honestly confused because I was like, I'm the only freshman on the team. Like, why would you pick me? But I just think it's because when I'm on the court and like when we were playing and stuff, I'm like not afraid to talk and just like say things, like help people out. Like I like to think that people don't take it personally because sometimes I can get a little, riled up because I'm like in the game. So that's what's nice about our team right now is like I can say something and like we can all say something to each other as like constructive criticism and like we're not going to take it to heart. Like after the game, we're still all friends. So that is something I think that has helped me be more of a leader.
I think that's a big misconception with females. They think females are just nice or they don't know how to handle that strong talk. But it's like, no, if you need to like run an offense, you got to tell the girl, go here, come back. All right, here we go. And if there's a miscommunication, you're like, hey, you got that in the next time, Yeah. So having those harsh conversations are so important. And you just made the Anaheim college team that got canceled, unfortunately. How was that? You're one of the top setters in the nation at such a young age. How did that feel making that team?
Well, it felt amazing. I remember I was sitting in one of my classes and I got an email and I was like, okay, like it's fine if I don't make it. Like I was just going to have fun first year, And then I was like, congratulations. I was like, oh my God. Like my hands started sweating. I was like, oh gosh. I was so excited. But yeah, it was just like so cool to like be a part of that whole experience. Even if I didn't make a team, that was just the icing on the cake. But just the whole thing was like so much fun because I got to be around so many amazing players. Like everybody there was so amazing at what they do. So it's like, it was just so much fun.
And you have great hitters at Clemson. Running that fast offense, was that an adjustment from your high school experience?
Yes, definitely was. Even from club. Club was a little bit faster than high school. But this was definitely the fastest I've ever set. So coming here was it was difficult to get into it at first, but I had a lot of teammates and like Jackie, she helped me a lot. So that was really nice.
Yeah, what a gem you have with Jackie Simpson-Kier on the sideline, running an offense and helping you grow in the game of volleyball. What's one lesson that you've taken away from her?
Well, she always tells me my hips before my hands because I like to run to the ball and put my hands up before I'm even squared, which doesn't help. So that is one big thing that I've learned, and that's helped me a lot when I actually do it. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get in the habit, but.
What is your favorite set to run?
Ooh, I love running the middles. Honestly, probably a pin, which is like our slide. That's really fun for me, especially like if I'm pulled off the net or something. I just like to chuck it back there.
Yeah, totally. Reverse flow it off, spin set, hit
Yeah.
it. And last thing I want to ask you, you developed great discipline through your high school years. How important were friendships and being around the right people during those years to help you grow?
That's extremely important. I had a couple friends before that would always be asking me like, oh, like, why can't you hang out and blah, blah. And I'd be like, I have volleyball, I'm sorry. But then I think it was like my second year of high school, I had this like solid friend group where they like understood what I was trying to do. And like, they played volleyball too at high school. They didn't do it as like intensely, but you know, they were still like, they knew what was going on like with me and stuff and like what my goals were eventually, like to play college. And so they understood, and like, which was so nice because they never like discluded me from anything after that. Like they knew like when I was free and whenever they'd ask me like, when do you have practice? Like when can you hang out? And I'd be like, oh, this time, this time. So that was like really nice that they would like go around my schedule.
Well, I would say those sacrifices are paying off for you at Clemson. Starting as a freshman, you have 3 more years left, and I cannot wait to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you.